We'll start off by explaining how the floor sink works. In this example here, we've got indirect drain lines that go into a floor sink. What indirect drain lines are drain lines that come from the sinks, from dipper wells, from walk-in cooler evaporative coils or base units, etc. All those devices have to drain somewhere by health code standards. And the purpose for that is so that way you have a gap between the floor sink and the indirect drain line. So that way, should there ever be a drain backup, the backup will go all over the floor and not up through the pipe and charge the system and get on the food preparation table or in the coils or whatnot, or in your base units. So that's the whole purpose of a floor sink and why they exist. What General Construction does when they build a restaurant is they don't care about making it easy for the operator to use a floor sink and to service it. The only thing they care about is putting it in per code. And what that means is a lot of times they put this in such a manner that a floor sink is way underneath the kitchen equipment, or the pipes are so on top of the floor sink with very little gap you can't even service it. You can't even pull the basket out. So when the operator comes to service it, he can't pull the basket out and ends up dumping the product back into the floor sink, causing the floor sink to get filled. And in most instances, you'll find that operators think a floor sink is a giant trash can. So what they do is once they try to pull out the basket, they dump half of it back into the floor sink. They'll go ahead and reach their hand in, pick up the strainer that holds it, remove it, have all the debris go down, and then they put the strainer back and the basket back, and they think they solved the problem, but yet the problem is actually getting compounded down in your drain pipes for a bigger problem later to come. So the solution is to work off best practices. What is that? One, first start by checking your floor sink and making sure the indirect drain lines are offset in such a way the operator can pull out the basket with ease without complication. So the continuation of this solution is to install the Guardian drain lock, which is made of a 304 stainless steel top and a polypropylene glass filled body, which makes this pretty much indestructible from abuse. Install in place in the drain, lock it, and you're done. You put the basket back, so when the operator has to service the drain, they pull out the basket. Any debris that falls down, they can't get this thing up. They have to scoop up the debris, and then put the basket back,